As a woman, you go through a powerful change during your midlife. For some women, it could be in their 30s, late 30s, mid 30s, even early 30s. For some, it's in their 40s. But every woman goes through this, and it is a powerful change that your body is going through. You have no choice but to go through it. And it signifies huge transformation that not your body is only going through, but you're going through it psychologically, mentally. And it's the time of renewal and rebirth. And it's basically death of life kind of situation. It's probably the hardest time that every woman has to go through. It doesn't matter if you have kids, you don't have kids, you have a husband, you don't have a husband, you're single or you're not single. It literally has, it does not matter. Every woman has to go through this, and it's probably the hardest time of every woman's life. Now, everything that you thought of that would give you meaning could come into question. All of your accomplishments, maybe you were really into your career, or maybe you were really into having a family, having kids, or maybe whatever goals you had, whatever plans you had for your life, for your future self, once you reach this point in your life, everything becomes blurry and everything kind of comes into question, and you start questioning your old life, you start questioning your current life, you even start questioning what you wanted for yourself in the future. And it's really, a lot of it is biological, but it's a combination of everything, because your hormones are wacky, your periods are changing, everything is like out of place. Your sleep habits are no longer the same. You're eating, you could be eating the same, but you're gaining weight, or maybe your eating habits are even changing. You're having headaches, you have body aches, you could be having hot flashes, you could be having ringing in the ears. All of these symptoms that are basically biological and hormonal happening in your body are also affecting your mental states and are affecting your life, really affecting your day-to-day activities. You could be going through a huge, because of the drops in hormones, in estrogen and progesterone, you could be having this unbelievable rage one moment, and then the next moment you could be really sad and crying your eyes out, and this could be happening for days. So everything kind of comes into question. You become very emotional, depressed, and looking really negatively at your own life, and questioning your whole life, your decisions that you made for your life. Now, this reminds me, I'm gonna give a story here, because this reminds me of a story of an eagle. It is an old story that basically talks about an eagle that becomes like 40 years old, and then needs to go through a huge transformation, and it's like a life or death experience. In order to continue to live, he needs to actually go through this transformation, and it requires him to go to the mountaintop, pluck out his own beak, take his talons out, pluck out his old feathers, and then wait. This is like a tremendously painful process, and then wait for 150 days for all of that to grow. And if he survives, if he goes through this painful process, he can live another 30 years with strong beak and strong talons, to be able to get the food that he needs to be able to fly strongly and continue to live for another 30 years, I'm sorry. So this story reminds me of what a woman needs to go through during this time, the perimenopause and menopause. And it's really perimenopause that this is happening in. It's like a period of, could be a year, could be 10 years before you fully lose your periods, which signifies really menopause. So it really reminds me of this story, because it's a story of huge transformation and strength and courage that you need to have to go through this. And then once you go through this, your life resets, and it's almost like you begin as a new version of yourself, but much stronger and much more in line with your intuition, your inner self, your inner being, and yourself as a woman. And those are truly necessary steps for your personal growth, and for finding deeper purpose in your life. Now, it also signifies movement of energy, of life force energy, from the lower chakras to the upper chakras, because you're no longer, your hormones are no longer requiring you to shed your uterine lining every month, and for that to be going through. And your life force energy that was all focused on childbearing years and your monthly periods is no longer going to be there, and to be basically stuck and focus there in your root chakra and your sacral chakra. And this transformation, this shedding that is happening now, it's moving, it's allowing your life force energy to move upwards into your heart chakra, into your throat chakra, and into your third eye chakra. And I'll talk about all of that in the next video. But for now, I just wanted to mention it because it's like a significant transition in a woman's body when you're no longer, your focus is no longer biological. It is more spiritual, and it is asking you to use that life force energy for creative work, for speaking your truth, for allowing yourself to be heard, and of course for your intuition and for third eye. And it's asking you to use your life force energy for more intuitive work and more creative work. It's like moving it from the physical self to the soul self, in other words. During this time, the most important thing it is, I know a lot of us have busy lives, and sometimes it's easy to just think of, okay, I'm just gonna get more busy, because being busy, at least I don't have to think about all of what's going on with me. But the truth is, you can't. You could, but you just have so much less energy now, because it takes a lot of energy for what your body is going through, and you're constantly sluggish and feeling like you don't have enough energy in you. And because of it, you are to truly allow yourself to rest, allow yourself to take good care of your body, to sleep well, to eat well, to meditate, to paint, to draw, to read, to do whatever makes you happy that doesn't require from you a lot of physical exertion because your body needs you to rest during this time. So self-care is incredibly important. And really prioritizing self-care is just so necessary to be able to manage that internal fire that is going on within you. And I'll leave it at that, my love, for today. Stay tuned for more. I love you, and we'll talk soon.